Scored the first out of the inning.
Kind of a double-edged sword right there. He wants to bounce a curveball to get a swing through, and he gets it, but then he's got to worry about that ball maybe getting away. Fortunately, that's a nice play to keep it close and get the runner out at first.
Leadoff man gone, so they'll work against the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez. And here's the first pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And Ramirez can't get that one as he swings and misses for strike two. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are two gone now. Yasiel Puig will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And this is swung on and bounced to shortstop. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Mark Trumbo will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
And just another outstanding pitch right there, and it's not easy to do with so much on the line here in the 8th inning. But he's now down to his final 5 outs.
Miguel Montero will stand in 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Here's one hit towards the hole. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 big outs remain, but the finish line, it's starting to come into sight.
Aaron Hill will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Line hard to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that's in there. And there goes the no-hitter. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. Eric Chavez will stand in. And Steve, with the no-hitter gone now, he's got to remind himself he's still got work to do out there.
Yeah, he sure does. This game is not over by any means. You've got to take any no-hitter thoughts and put those out of your mind and go back to focusing on the task at hand.
You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. For Hill, he's at second with his second double of this young season. And Chavez a little early that time as he gets out in front and pulls this ball foul into the seats in right. Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. Oh, and he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it, but you've just...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Zach Greinke will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn, he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Now the first pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Oh, and I got to say right here that I love the hustle. You know, more often than not, pitchers are going to run down the line with about a 40% effort. But he was giving it his all right there, and it paid off for him in the form of an infield single. Great play.
D. Gordon will dig in. He doubled his last time. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. Another look to first, and he'll get back in safely. In there for strike one, 0-1. Runners on the move for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, I think we all know this guy is the whole package out there. He's homered earlier in the ball game. Now he shows off those wheels by taking second here on the stolen base.
Short lead from second, now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away. Juan Uribe will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. 3 runs, 8 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Hit hard back up the middle. That's in there. Base hit. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0 now.
And that may be the at-bat there that finally seals the deal here. That'll make it a 4-run lead right now, and that will be awfully tough to overcome this late in the ballgame.
Scott Van Slyke will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back in. And again a throw, and the runner back. Another throw over. And the fans don't like this at all. And yet another throw over. And a dive, but he's back. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw not in time as he steals second.
Well, they certainly paid a lot of attention to him over there at first, and it was wise to do so. But in the end, they had to come to the plate sooner or later, and he winds up taking second here on the stolen base.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. On the ground to third. On to first, and there were 2 down. Tim Fedorovich will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. And they've got a man caught in the rundown. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, Cody Ross will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th.
Right fielder, Cody Ross.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
That pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And not the start they were hoping for, as the leadoff man is kept off base to start the 9th. And a reminder, we'll look back over the key plays of the ballgame with post-game highlights immediately after we conclude matters here in L.A. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get one at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. In there, a base hit. Gerardo Parra will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in standing. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Greinke over to first, runner back standing. Got him, and that's number 15 for the ball game.
Well, I think there's something to be said for being patient, and then there's being overly patient. I mean, especially with 2 strikes, you've got to protect the plate up there. But he looks at 4 pitches, and he never even took the bat off his shoulder.
Didi Gregorius will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Yeah, just 2 hits were all they could muster off of him. He was in complete control from the start of this game, and he finished it off in style, too.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, a Dodger victory may not have been possible.